What is up, YouTube? It is me, healthy, finally. Last time we talked, I think I was in health phase, training and all that good stuff. We finally graduated from the health phase, and now we are officially in a cut. So this is week, well, I think week 3 going to my cut. Good morning, Danny. What day is it for your prep?
We are on day 33.
So Danny is in prep. However, he's not competing till after our wedding, but he's getting ready, obviously, because he'll be competing in November and then nationals in December. So yeah, getting ready. I am not competing till next year. However, I'm getting ready for my bachelorette trip, which is in 5 weeks. So I've been a cut. I want to say it's been 2 weeks or 3. This is bad. This is bad. Either way, I'm gonna take y'all through a day of my cut meal plan. No training today, just got, well, I am training today. But I'm gonna take you through what I'm eating in this cut, supplements I'm taking to get lean in these next 5 weeks. So technically, it's been 2 weeks because I've had 7 weeks to a bachelorette trip, that was right. So I'm 5 weeks out, and I wanna say about 17 weeks out from my wedding. So that's exciting stuff. So yeah, I'm getting cut and looking right and tight for that. He's getting ready for his bodybuilding show. However, I'm not, it's not a crazy cut. I am getting lean, but not super lean, but I'm also still growing. So we don't want to risk any crazy muscle loss or anything like that. So it's not gonna be like a prep cut, but it is gonna be a decent aggressive cut enough so I can get lean for my bachelorette. So I'm already down 4 pounds in 2 weeks. So that is awesome, especially with my past this year with having issues losing weight because of my health. But because I'm healthy now, I'm whole, I'm able to lose fat. That's why it's so important to take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting your blood work done, looking through it, fixing that before you actually try to push into a fat loss phase or a growing phase so you can actually be optimal and your body can actually do what it's supposed to do, right? So I'm drinking a morning concoction that hasn't changed. Aloe vera, electrolytes, water, and glutamine, about 10 to 15 grams glutamine. In the morning, I take zinc carnosine, 2 caps fasted, and then my T3. And I take SS31 peptide to help with mitochondrial health because we want to make sure my ATP production is on point. So yeah, getting ready for my women's group. It is Wednesday here, July 9th, Wednesday. So getting ready for my women's group, and then I'll come back and I'll eat my first meal and I will show you what that looks like. So I will see you back here for that. All right, guys, I'm back home from my women's group and it was so good today. Today's topic was basically there's power in waiting. So this women's group I'm in, I think I briefly talked about it on another YouTube video, but it is an entrepreneurship women business leaders, I guess, group based on faith. And yeah, it's so good. We're in a new series and it's called Turning Up the Heat. So today, like I said, today's message was about the power in waiting, and like the way he connected it to a bamboo tree basically was really like insightful. So if you don't know, when you plant a bamboo tree, you have to water it, feed it, all that stuff, 5 years. And then after those 5 years, in 6 weeks, it can grow up to 80 feet. So think about the discipline, the consistency that you have to keep showing up, keep doing that, and just waiting for it to grow, and it takes 5 years. But those 5 years, you're done, boom, it shoots up in 6 weeks and it's huge and beautiful, right? So just relating that into, you know, your business, into your life, like keep showing up. Don't overwork, don't overtrain, don't over, right? It's not about stress. It's about just showing up, doing the things that you know you need to do to be successful without burnout, without that it's all or nothing mindset. Just showing up, doing what God has asked you to do, pouring into your business and whatever that looks like, and give it time, be patient, and then watch it flourish. So really good message day. Really needed to hear that. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. But back home, it is time to eat my meal one. So I will get cooking and show y'all what that looks like. Girls, we have breakfast. I have 2 eggs, a little bit of salt and ketchup, and then my oatmeal with blueberries and salt. And again, I am missing spinach. Let me just tell you about the supplements I'm currently taking for this fat loss phase. I mentioned earlier, I am in the morning zinc carnosine 2 caps and then T3. I am also taking, which I need to get, my supplements before I eat, which is Beta HCl, and I forgot to take this morning, but we have B complex. So I will get these 2 ready. I will take this before I eat and then after, so let me get this done. All right, now that's out of the way, back to my supplements. So that's that. Now, I'm also taking retatrutide, which if you don't know, it is a GLP, but it's also a GIP and a, God, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, but glucagon. It has those 3, so it's a 3 antagonists. In my opinion, so much better than all the other 3. I've done a lot of research on it, watched a lot of educational videos on it, because not only I take it, but I recommend it to some of my athletes as well. So anyways, the problem was, when I was reading my checklist for my supplements and the dosing, I read it wrong from my coach. And I took way too much the first week, and it made me literally like repulsed by food. And I just started getting my appetite back 3 days ago. And I didn't have an appetite for literally almost 2 weeks. It was about 9 days that I was really trying to force myself as much as I could. The first like 5 days were really hard. So like I said, I'm just trying to get my appetite back. So right now all I can get down is 2 eggs and this for my meal 1. So I will get it done, I will stick to that. So that's that. Now, again, amongst other supplements, I am taking SLUPP, S-L-U-P-P. I'm also taking, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, but Erythrin A. That helps. It's good to pair with SLUPP because, again, SLUPP, it does work as a fat burner. It's like what they call exercise in a bottle. But again, taking it for a while and a certain amount can also have an effect on your mitochondrial ATP production, your natural production. So taking something like Erythrin A and SS31, which is a peptide that I'm taking in the morning daily, as well as methylene blue. So all of that helps keep my mitochondria, ATP production, everything like that in a healthy place and continue functioning as normal and optimal as I can as I'm taking something like SLUPP and other fat burners. But this is currently what I'm taking right now. So yeah, I'm feeling actually pretty good. Like I said, I am down 4 pounds in 2 weeks. I do think an extra pound of that is probably from not eating, but now that I'm eating pretty much normal again, my weight has balanced out. I started this cut at 149, 150. I'm currently 145. So like I said, I'm feeling good so far. And I'm doing cardio about 4 times a week at 25 minutes. Steps are at 10K, training roughly 4 times a week. Depends on my cycle of upper and lower. Again, I have 4 lower days, 1 upper day. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just happy to actually feel like a bodybuilder again, to actually be in a cut, to challenge myself, to push myself. My training is still currently 2 to 3 RR, 1 set for some movements, 2 sets for some, but as I progressively get better and my energy picks up, now that I'm able to eat again, my coach is talking about being able to push intensity more in the gym, giving me more volume and stuff of that nature. So other help subs I'm taking, B complex, omega, the betaine obviously and zinc carnosine for the low acid I have in my stomach. But it's done, like I said, so far, so good. Multivitamin. All in all, I'm taking good health subs. I'm taking some fat burners, GLP, well, the 3 antagonists. So another good thing about Retta is it is more muscle sparing, and what you'll notice is when I take that, obviously the goal isn't to get skinny. I'm not just trying to like be skinny. The goal is to be lean. There's a difference. I still want to have muscle. That's why I'm training where I'm training. That's why, you know, we're conscious about what we take and what we put in so I can like conserve as much muscle as I can. And that's the thing about Retta. It's more muscle sparing than say Sema or Ozempic, right? So it's just, you know, being smart about what we're taking and stuff. So yeah, I've seen great results for myself. A lot of people in the bodybuilding community actually use MPrep, and nothing but amazing results from them and feedback. So that's my experience so far, and from what I hear others experience. So that's why I'm extremely like excited to continue like this journey, pushing with this cut and seeing what I can look like in the next 5 weeks before I leave for Tulum. So anyways, meal 1, about to knock it back, and then you will see me for meal 2, which is my workout one. And we're back with meal 2. All right, so just cooked it up for me. Let's see if y'all can see this goodness. All right, now I know this looks weird. This banana with almond butter on it, I know. Danny makes fun of me for it all the time, but we have 100 grams of rice, 100 grams of ground turkey, 60 grams of English peas are my favorite, and then 75 grams of banana, and I have about 6 grams of almond butter on this because I get the rest of my fat from the best coconut oil. You can find this at Whole Foods. It actually has a really, really good flavor. It has a coconut flavor, but it's not like overly coconutty, if that makes sense. So let me put my 7 grams of this on here. Okay, 8, but we'll survive. And of course, we got the Himalayan pink salt, my favorite. I'll put this on here as well. For when I take pre-workout, I'll do my pre-workout from an extra pump. Then I get the leftover ground turkey to my tater boy, because he needs to be big and strong as well. Here it is. Let's mix it with his food. He's at my feet waiting for it. I'm gonna go ahead, get into this meal, eat up, and then I'm going to show you my supplements I take pre-workout, get into the fun stuff. So let me show you how excited this guy is to eat his little tater cream. Don't act camera shy. Oh, this boy, come on. Feed your dogs real food. They live longer, look better, have more energy, and they love you more. All right, y'all. Time to go into what I'm currently taking and supplements and all. So I like to be very honest, very real with y'all, because I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, I only eat protein and rice and work out. You know, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Hence this morning where I was talking about some of the peptides I'm taking. As you know, I came up with Health Phase. Well, it seems like forever. I haven't done anything gear-wise for a little over a year, right? So I've been at it for a year and some months, until now. So I'm gonna lay it out for y'all, okay? Obviously I'm gonna cut, so like I said, I'm taking SLUPP, I'm taking SS31, I'm taking retatrutide for like peptide and fat burners, that would be that, as well as Methylene Blue. I just went for that to come in. So those 4 things. I'm still taking my health subs, don't have to go on a list of those, bunch of stuff, whatever. I'm also on HRT, and I've been on this actually now for almost a year. Why? Because I needed it to get into optimal ranges. My testosterone was like, I wanna say like a 12 or a 13, so really low, especially for someone who's active like me and going, right? So I take hormone replacement therapy. So now I am in optimal range. I'm not using it to be big and blah, blah. No, I'm literally using it as a replacement so I can be optimal and function as a normal female. That's what I use that for, okay? I'm also now currently just started taking Anavar. I'm not gonna go into the doses of everything I'm taking because that's dependent on the person, your coach, your labs, that's you, right? So I don't feel like I need to get into that, but I do wanna be, again, honestly, I'll tell you what I'm currently taking. So that is also in my current stack now, as well as we just added in growth. I've taken growth before, so that is now added back in, and I take it pre-bed. That's everything. VAR, growth, HRT, so nothing to use really to help me grow, just to be optimal. Retatrutide, SLUPP, and then SS31, which again is more for my mitochondrial health. All right, so that's what I'm taking. And I take the VAR pre-workout as well as the SLUPP. I take that pre-workout as well, or pre-cardio. And again, I am a wellness athlete. I have done a show natural. I didn't just go into being enhanced. I started everything natural. I trained for a couple years, ate honey to eat, trained hard, and then, all right, now I was old enough, I want to say at 26 when I actually started. Now I'm 30. And again, in that, from I'm 25 or 26, I can't remember, to now, I have not been on the whole time. No, you need to know the importance of cycling on, cycling off. You also need to understand that the poison is in the dosing, okay? I want people to be educated on this. That's why I'm talking about it and being open. Again, I'm not taking a lot. I'm really not. I don't need a lot, right? I train hard, I eat honey to eat. I've been in Health Phase forever, so like, I'm gonna let my body do what it needs to do, but I'm also in a cut for a shorter period of time before I need to get ready for my bachelorette and then for my wedding. So adding in things maybe wouldn't normally add in if it wasn't so soon that I'm trying to get a certain look for, right? But also, I mean, I'm growing, right? That's the whole point. My goal is to compete next year. So I'm trying to get ahead of it. I'm trying to grow, be on top of it. I have a coach who I trust, who is very well educated. I myself am well educated in things because I took the time to learn about them, and I care what I put in my body. I also want to keep my femininity. I also want to have kids one day, so like I know what I'm doing, and so my coach, he knows what he's doing. We get it. I told him what my goals are. I told him what I want my future look like, and so we planned all that in my cycle and my protocols. So judge me, say what you want. I don't care. I know what I'm doing. My coach knows what he's doing. We have a game plan. I still have healthy periods. My blower came back a month ago. Best he's ever seen. I'm healthy. I'm good. My gut is finally under control. So like, he knows what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. And this is my journey and my story to tell and how I want to choose to go about things. And yeah, and I'm doing it how I want to do it. So anyway, just want to let y'all know, because like I said, I want to be honest and I want to tell y'all, once I start getting leaner and then when it's time for me to compete, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm natty. No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wish more people were honest about it so it doesn't give people these unrealistic ideas that they can never get to where they want to get to, whatever. Yes, genetic has a role in it. Yes, training hard has a huge role in it, because don't expect yourself to like take PEDs and get big. No, if you don't, that's why I did not take any for a while. That's why I competed nationally my first year. That's why I trained hard. I learned all that because that matters. The other stuff just helps. But anyways, like I said, I want to be honest. If you want to leave comments, you have questions, you can find me on Instagram as well, TP_fit. If you have questions about that, of course, reach out. Again, I'm not going to tell you my dosing and all that because that is personal to me and my goals and what I want to do. Like I said, I'm not taking a lot, so that's all you need to know. You don't need a lot. You want to get the most out of little, because again, the poison is in the dosage. All right, I'm gonna take what I gotta take. I just want to share that with y'all. Slew and my bar I'm about to take, and then I'm gonna go train quads, and then I will be back from there to show you my meal 3. And we are back from the gym. I'll be honest, we've been back from the gym. It is 6:40, almost 7 o'clock, so a little bit late on meal 3. However, I only have 4 meals now, so it's not that big a deal. So here we are. We got rice, 120 grams of rice, 120 grams of chicken, and then 100 grams of zucchini. I know, beautiful, right? And then of course, my favorite, we get 15 grams of this coconut oil. I'm almost out, so I need to go back to Whole Foods. Spend a little salt on this guy. But this is my favorite brand. You get it at Whole Foods, Publix. If you want like more variety of choices, because they have different, this is Sweet Honey, they have pineapple, they have miso, they have regular, they have gluten-free, whatever. Whole Foods or Sprouts is gonna have more of a selection than Publix will. But I should a little 1-2, not a lot. I will chow down on this, take my bending HCl first for, you know, digestion. I'll eat this and then I will come back with my final meal, meal 4. Very small, very chill, very cute. All right guys, it is the last meal of the night, meal number 4. It's small, it's protein and fruit, so nothing too crazy, but I'm gonna show you what it is and all that. So I have my raw dark chocolate isolate whey protein. We'll do 1 scoop. This is milk is the best, or it's almond milk. Organic chocolate, only 5 ingredients, made with real stuff, good, no gums, no fakes, anything, right? So it's good and it tastes good. But I'll do a little bit of this in here. And I also normally pour this in before the protein because it makes it easier to shake up, but I'm a little delusional right now, so pretty good. But anyways, there you have it, folks. That's it, a little protein. And sometimes like when I'll do it creamy with this as well. It's like I have the cravings or I need it. So this helps me, like the red helps me a lot with that. So I don't really need to make the creamy. And then I do have an apple. That's not an apple. 200 grams, so I'll cut this up and weigh it on the scale. And then I also typically have strawberries. About 100 grams, no, 80 grams of strawberries. Either way, it doesn't matter because I don't have any strawberries. So it's just the apple, so I'll eat a little bit more than 200 grams. Honestly, probably most of this apple is what I'll eat with this, and that's it. I'll take my nighttime sups, which, before I go to bed, I'll take my other half of my T3, and then I'll do the Erythrin A. So because I'm taking Slew, again, it's good to take something like SS31, but also like this. You want to pair this with Slew. It helps with mitochondrial health, cellular energy, muscle endurance, and everything like that. So this is basically like, it's something good to pair with Slew because, again, Slew is a great peptide to take for fat loss, but again, you have to be smart about when you're taking things for fat loss or whatnot, that you also want to take care of your natural, right, AT production and stuff like that. So this comes in handy with that, along with the SS31, which is more for mitochondrial health. I take that daily. I took it this morning. I do most of my injections in the morning if I have any, and I just had SS31 today. So I'll eat this. I do have to wait an hour. Sometimes I'm gonna eat this quick, and I'll take it, like try to go to bed around 10 usually, 10:30 the latest, but I'll finish this, let digest for a little bit, get some steps in, and then go to sleep because I am exhausted. That is my full day of eating and my cut as of right now, 3 weeks in. All my supplements, my gear, everything, that's it. Nothing crazy. Like, honestly, a little boring, but this is it right now, so I'm enjoying it. I'm fine. I like what I eat, I like what I do, so it is cool. On the next one, I'll kind of show you what I look like. I'll do that. Like I said, I'm down 4 pounds right now. I want to push pretty hard. Ideally, I'll probably do like a check-in with y'all. If not next time, like when I get closer before I leave for Tulum, so we can kind of see like, all right, this is what I look like at the beginning, this is what I look like now, kind of thing. So, anyways, that's it. I'm gonna eat. I'm tired. Thanks for watching. Do not forget, comment. Let me know if you want to see more, what you want to see. Comment, share, subscribe. We're growing this YouTube, baby. I know I have been as consistent. I'm trying to be, like I said, 1 to 2 a month, but eventually I'm gonna get on the roll where we put more out. I'm thinking Danny and I might combine a YouTube channel, go through his prep, go through my next year prep, like whatever, make like a family channel. That could be a possibility. So if y'all are interested in that, let me know. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.